only ordered before.
We'll be gone in 20 minutes.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, we need to order now.
2 p.m. and despite replenishing their stock just 20 minutes ago, Craig's mobile team are already running low.
I'm making the call.
What time did you order?
You were pessimistic before lunch about me buying more before lunch. We bought more now. I'm not going to buy more again. We're going to sell everything we have. If we go down to Twisters left, we're going to say we're only selling Twisters, lads. That's all. Twisters €1.
Yeah, but this is the lunch
we make.
After this morning's disastrous start, I was really, really worried. But I've seen the guys in the streets. They're pushing hard. I think they have a great chance to win this task. But unfortunately, the guys have been running out of stock very, very quickly. And I'm worried about Craig's cautious approach. He hasn't been ordering enough stock. They should have a good result, but have they enough stock to keep going and make the overall profit to beat the girls?
Can I just look in yours just to see? Is that all you've left?
That's what it's, Craig. I'm trying to tell you.
I just didn't see. Grand, okay, perfect.
Can we order
get
more?
another? Well, what? You've no Twisters, do you not?
We're selling everything.
To be honest, I think the second group is a lot more extroverted and clued in when it comes to sales. I mean, we've gone down and took ice creams out of their box now for 2 occasions, and we're running out of stock, and if no stock, no profit, so we've got to keep pushing on. Craig needs to get the ice creams in.
I'm going to need another 2 boxes of Magnums. Just Magnum Classics, is that okay?
Sorry there, folks. Our vehicle coming through. We do apologise for the disruption to your day, and we hope you're having a nice one.
2:30, and with Team Platinum out of stock, project manager Ruth heads back to the top of Grafton Street to receive their final delivery.
We've nothing to sell.
Yeah, we've got 4 or 5. Just get rid of everything. Come on. Hi guys, would you like to buy an ice cream for just €1? No, okay. I have been quite surprised with the standard of the girls in this competition. I thought it might have been myself against a guy in the final. At this stage, I think there's some really strong girls there. I think the boys will have done quite well as well because it's a sunny day, it's a no-brainer to sell ice creams. We've come down now because our stock hasn't arrived. Probably our fault, we didn't order it early enough.
But with the arrival of their order, the girls have just enough time for one final sales push.
Roll up, ladies and gentlemen. It's a very hot afternoon here in Dublin. We've just received brand new stocks direct from the factory. Only available here for a very limited period of 22 minutes.
Gotta buy an ice cream. Thanks, B. Come on over.
It's the other side. It's where he came originally this morning. It's the other side. It's where he came. Where is he?
Meanwhile, on the other side of the city, Team Cullen has been without stock for 25 minutes.
2 teams have gone that way. Can we all go together, please?
Yeah, well...
You can walk and talk at the same time.
Well,
however, there is confusion over where they have arranged to pick up their final delivery.
3 o'clock. We have to be back in the boardroom at 4.
I know that, yeah.
Let's discount them now.
Yeah, so one for that, and 150 for the bag. Hello there, would you like an ice cream? €1 for the choc, guys, 1 each.
It's empty.
It's empty.
How is it empty?
There's no stock here.
Come on, lads, quick now, quick.
Come on, get it.
Come on.
Sell these for €2 all day, but for you, I'm going to sell this for €1. I'm going to get down on my knees. Sell this. Just €1 is all I'm looking for. Thank you.
As the girls make their last sale of the day, the boys finally locate their missing delivery.
Let's go, let's sell them now, lads, let's sell them now. Just open a box each, yeah? Let's go.
Magnums, Cornettos, €2.
Listen, I've got 2 left. I need to shift them and then let me go to bed. €2. I'll tell you what, I'll do the 2 for 3.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
This team is incredible. They're just a brilliant bunch of girls. So out there. I'm fairly confident we did an excellent day's job. I don't know if the boys are still selling. To be honest, I don't care. I'm really proud of my team and I thought they did really, really well.
3:15, and after selling their last 3 boxes in just 10 minutes, Team Cullen call it a day.
Good work, friend. I'm really happy and proud of the lads, what they've done. They all give 100%. We had great job satisfaction out at the end when we were scurrying around and we sold the last 3 cases in, you know, a couple of minutes. I think the girls will have to pull out really, really tall order in order to beat us.
"4 p.m. and 14 candidates arrive back to Bill's boardroom. For one, the journey is about to end.
You can go into the boardroom now.
Good evening, all. Good evening. Well, didn't you have a lucky day today? Beautiful weather, wonderful product. Dubliners out there just waiting for it. OK, girls, and who have you chosen as your project manager?
We picked Ruth as team
leader. So Ruth is the team leader. Did you offer Ruth?
Ruth offered.
Ruth offered to take it, and you all said yes?
Yeah.
And the name of the team is?
Platinum.
Platinum. OK, and the boys?
I put myself forward, Bill, for team leader for this task, and they all agreed once we got through the democratic process.
And the name of the team is?
Cullen.
Cullen,
Yeah.
Just Stephen's suggestion.
It's something that represents us a little better and makes us Irish. You know, it's got that kind of a fighting mentality with it, and I thought it definitely represented us a lot better than I think, you know, some other kind of word would.
And you don't think it's kind of cozying up a bit, do you?
I don't think so.
It's funny, actually, because we had thought of Cullen, and we thought then it was a little bit too cliche, so we didn't go with it in the end.
Didn't go with it, but in my opinion, Platinum is a little bit cliche. That's what I feel. Like, our argument was,
Hold it. Stephen, I disagree with you, but however, how did Ruth do as project manager as far as you're concerned?
I thought Ruth was a fantastic project manager. We took in an ice cream at €1, a loop-the-loop, and we had our magnums priced at €2.50, and the remaining 3 ice creams were priced at $1.50.
Cornetto's $2.
So, excuse me, Cornetto was €2. She listened to all of us. Good quality to have. I can't falter. Very good.
The only thing that I would say is we kind of just got off the top of like a Stephen screen, and we just kind of plunked ourselves there, and we kind of were very close to each other, which it took until the afternoon, until after lunch break, before we properly separated.
Yeah, but I don't think that was a bad idea, because the location we were in, we did not stop selling. We were selling all day, so to move might have jeopardised
But we did in the afternoon then. We did move down to the other end of...
Yeah, I have to agree. I thought the initial plan was for half to go to corporate and half to go to Stephen's Green area. It was very busy, great catchment area.
What time did you leave at?
We left at approximately 11.
What time you were selling at Stephen's Green at?
About half an hour later, maybe 40 minutes.
You hadn't got much selling time, did you?
No, but I think we used it well.
OK, we'll find that out later on, won't we? OK. Cool, Cullen. How did you find Craig, Steve, as the project manager?
We went off in tangents. You know, there were 7 leaders. He was managing 17 leaders, basically, I think, during the task. We went off in tangent, but he was man enough to turn around when someone gave a really good idea and say, right, stop, we'll turn back, we'll do that.
I think this morning was quite chaotic as regards. I mean, it was very, very difficult. Everyone's trying to get their points in. You know, it's a large team. You know, we missed detail in the brief. You know, it wasn't read properly a lot of the time.
Come here, hold on a minute. How can you not read a brief properly?
I think it was skimmed through very, very quickly. I mean...
I read that brief in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
How long did it take you guys?
I think, in fairness to Craig, once the brief was read, the first page was read, it was pretty much taken away from him.
So, Brandon, you spent a lot of time talking?
Perhaps, but I think, you know, at the end of the day, we were out of ice creams. There was about a 15-minute period when, you know, the tools were down, but I think...
But are you telling me now that you were out of ice cream?
We ran out of ice cream at one point.
You ran out of ice cream? It sounds to me as like you were all pulling against each other. This is a very simple job. Here's ice cream, we buy it, and we sell it, we make a profit, and that's it. Instead you're talking about sitting down and grabbing briefs and working out the budgets. Did you not pick up the phone and ring one of the ice cream parlours and say, what's the best sellers? Simplest thing in the world.
It's on the website.
Excuse me. Setanta, where did you work out your price of the magnums?
From the brochure.
And how much were you selling them for?
We were selling for €2.
And you had your competitor selling them for $2.50. So was that good figure work?
Well, the pricing decision, I mean, the initial pricing decision we worked out together. We said, all right, we had the 3 initial...
Did you not think maybe £3 is better than £2?
I think geographics